The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
The one thing we talked about, ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage. As we
From midfield now, Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
Tackle by Jordan Elliott. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. There's the stiff arm. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Here we go.
They'll give it to Mixon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Burrow looking to pass. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Watson off play action. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. The slot man in motion right. Now a first down throw, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. The Browns sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they come in on a good run. Winners of 5 of their last 7.
And the offense last week, they certainly had things humming. Because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense. And you're not going to lose very often.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. It's caught, Cooper. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. On 4th down, Watson. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Watson now to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Cooper, the man in motion right. They run for it with Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Hunt. And he is going to lose yardage here.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run again with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out. But does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. He'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Now a carry for Pirine. Room here. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Samaje Perine, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
Another big gain or two. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the red zone now, Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. Donovan Peoples-Jones, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Browns are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
From the 10.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, Watson. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
York able to send this one through.
And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards that time. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
T. Higgins was the intended target.
And now it's 2nd down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll They struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Bengals have retaken a third quarter lead.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, the tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm looking at this one by defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old... Saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch. But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Here we go.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. To the right side and complete to Hurst.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Mixon with a first down carry.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st down, it's Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Hunt will try going up the middle. And some room to roam now. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run. 1st level being the D-line, and linebacker 2nd level, and the secondary the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option.
Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making a play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. They find some open field here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 35. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead.
The York on now for the extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football, just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down.
On a huge mistake late. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game. And now this time an interception return for another score.
York now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that...
And this is caught. A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Throwing, Burrow.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Bengals grab it. 20, 10. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well.